Manifesting Genius. This one is going to be crazy, and some will not believe it's true, but let me tell you, it is. So tonight, the most seemingly miraculous thing occurred. Seemingly. But to me, it was an effect to a cause. The effect was a manifestation. The cause was an intention. And it happened in real time. Like fucking immediately. Watch and see. I've been experimenting with a new kind of journal I found called Project 369. It's a manifestation journal. And boy, oh boy, that shit is like a wizardry book out of Hogwarts, straight up. I feel like Harry Potter right now. So here's how it went. I've been using my Project 369 journal for about a month and a half, close to 2 months. And I've been writing down my goals 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times before bed. It's a cool concept, very, very effective. So out of about 6 goals I've written since I've started, 2 have happened, and the one that happened today happened within 7 minutes of when I wrote it down. Crazy. 7 minutes flat. I wrote it at 9:30 p.m. and it happened at 9:38 p.m. Now, I know how that sounds, but let me show you proof. So, this is the book. This is the morning of April 8th. And then I actually wrote, because I just wanted to, I always try to be very I try to document the exact time when I write my journal. So I wrote, no, actually it's the 7th at 9:30 p.m., but there was no night entry. So I wrote that I'm accepted into New Chip Accelerator. I'm accepted into New Chip Accelerator. This is a business accelerator that only 10% of entrants get into. It says, how do you visualize this as a reality? I visualize Austin saying, congrats, Rashawn, you have been accepted into New Chip Accelerator. And then, so these are some of the readings from that, or this is some of the stuff I wrote in connection to that. And so yeah, this is the actual journal entry. This evening at 9:30, I wrote down that I would be accepted into New Chip Accelerator. And 8 minutes later, I got an email saying that I was accepted into New Chip Accelerator. Now, I already had the interview with them earlier this week, but it is a 2-step process. You have to apply and then be selected. So I was scheduled to have an appointment at 10 a.m. tomorrow to hear the news on whether or not I was accepted. So of course, I was anticipating that call at 10 a.m. tomorrow. But I didn't know that it would happen 24 hours before the meeting was even scheduled to let me know if it happened. It's like Spirit really tried to show out on this one. It was like, you've been doing good lately. Let me show you a little something about how we get down. Poof. They can work at the speed of light if you allow them to by getting in harmony with it, or at least maintaining harmony for a sustained amount of time. And then weird shit will start to happen. Like you will be accepted into a business incubator program that 90% of businesses are not able to make it into, earlier than you were scheduled to have found out. And to make it even weirder, you just use your manifestation journal 8 minutes before it happened to write it down that you wanted that exact thing to happen. I wrote it down 3 times. Crazy part is this, I didn't journal today. So when I finally wrote it down for my manifestations, I had to start on a new day, even though it was 9:30 p.m. on April 7th. So I wrote on the page that these were the manifestations for tomorrow morning, but I wrote a little note at the top stating that I was actually writing it the night before. Take a look here. And then 8 minutes later, I get an email from the CEO of the accelerator congratulating me with a personal early acceptance email, just like I wrote here at this time. And here's the exact time I got the email. Crazy? Maybe. Or maybe, just maybe, it's real. It's true. It's you. Maybe your friends on the other side want to make sure your dreams come true. Maybe they want to do all they can to see to it that you're able to live as you were made to while dwelling on this plane. Maybe what it takes is just a little TLC, a little tender love and care, a little communication, a little acknowledgement, a little help from our end, a little gratitude, a little time, just a little for a whole lot. It's a hell of a ROI if you ask me. They should call it IROI, for instant return on investment. I like this exchange platform. Heavy profits over here, low risk, high, and instant reward. So yeah, I wanted to write about this because it actually happened for me in real time. Share that with people who think this is all just a bunch of hocus pocus. It's not hocus pocus. It's our power as man and woman on this planet. It is our right to have what we want, as long as it is in line with what is the highest good. And as long as we know how this law of the universe works, we can use it to bend and manipulate matter to reflect what's in our imagination. Speech is the image of mind. You can speak things into existence. Try it. And once you see that it works for you, you'll be inclined to learn more and get better. It's like anything else. Practice makes perfect. The Project 369 journal is fucking powerful. It definitely is on another whole frequency. It's a magic wand with which you can cast spells into reality with the flick of a wrist, or in this case, a stroke of a pen. Trust me, I know this all may sound however it may sound, but I'm truly beginning to learn from repeated experiences that this seems to be the way it works for me. And it is foolish of someone to think that if one person feels this way, i.e. me, that maybe there's someone else out there too who might be feeling the same way. Someone who may believe in and know this to be true. What if that person can benefit from seeing this happen for another version of themselves and learn from this message? These messages are given to me by my mind, which is something I do not fully have control of. So that means that there is a portion or a part of this message that's not being written by me. If not me, then who? Who might it be? Is it the boogeyman? No, dum-dum. It's your other self, the other part of you, your invisible twin. You see, down in this realm, sometimes people get born as twins, fraternal or identical. But there is and always has been a third being, always. It's called your invisible twin, the one that is attached at the hip, but that your senses cannot taste, touch, hear, or feel. It is only noticed by what is called your sixth sense. Just like that movie from the 90s where the little boy had an invisible friend. It's just like that, exactly like that. It can be argued that two of the most metaphorical movies for the way the world is The Matrix and The Sixth Sense. And might I add, The Truman Show, oh yeah, and Doctor Strange. So once you learn this, you can begin to develop a harmonious and in balance relationship with this invisible sibling of yours, instead of not being disharmonious, which leads to chaos always. You can learn to become harmonious, which leads to order always. Balance equals order always. Imbalance equals chaos always. So get in balance with yourself. Develop a relationship with yourself. Talk to yourself. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. See the world for what it is, an extension of you, and you are an extension of it. It's truly a beautiful matrimony of two opposing forces into one aligned and even more powerful force. It's like that rap song said one time. The name of the song is not coming to mind right now, but the line goes a little something like, I'm a boss when we alone, but I'm a force when we together. It's sort of like that. You can be a boss working alone, or you can be a force working with your invisible twin. So reach out to yourself once in a while. You'll be happier in a present now moment if you do. To leave you, I want to share a video that had a profound impact on me. It brought me to tears. And as I bring this to a close, it is the first thing that came to mind. It's a song called Message to Myself, and it's sung by none other than the notorious Charlie Rocket. See you here.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey man, call me back. I miss our talks. I know you're busy and everything, but we always just seem to talk more when you ground yourself and you take time to heal yourself. There's so much that I know I can be helping you with. There's a lot of mistakes I made that I can keep you from. I don't want to spoil it before you call me back, but I just want to let you know that those visions that you had about the future, I always try to send you those visions and dreams at the right time. So don't take it lightly. They are reality. I just wish you trusted in them a little bit more so you wouldn't stress so much. This tour that you're on, it's going to bring you the biggest smile I mean, there's now thousands of people showing up at your dream festivals. I remember when you would just stand on top of the bus and talk to just 30 people. Hey, this is gonna trip you out, but the Dream Machine bus made Time Man of the Year. And your wife and kids, oh my God, they're so lovely. So stop worrying about if it's even possible to tour and have a family at the same time. You're going to figure it out. But I don't want to spoil too much for you. But Dreamer, the app, it's now $1 billion company, and y'all save billions of lives with it, making dreams come true. And I just wish Grandpa was still around. He'd really get a kick out of you finally having a wife. And oh yeah, your sister's farm, she finally started it. So send a message to her for me. Tell her that it's all gonna work out. I miss our talks. So call me back. You gotta stop being so busy and worrying. Just sit down and meditate a little bit. We'll be able to have one of those long conversations like we used to, you know? I just miss our talks. I'm here waiting for you to call me back. Alright. Take it easy, man. I love you. Bye.
Until next time, peace.